Let's go.
No, I'm saying
Talking heads, Mitsubishi.
No, I'm sorry. I actually can't do today. No. I understand, but a promise is a promise, and somebody broke his promise.
It's an Outlander.
It's not my Outlander.
I can't bring you a kilted Scotsman from the 1700s who never actually existed because it's fiction. Are you over it now?
Maybe.
All right. Come on, cheer up.
Okay.
All right. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander. I quite like the new Mitsubishi.
It's got a bit of finesse to it.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it. I mean, this is the top of the range. This is the Exceed diesel. Yeah, I drove one of these a few years ago, and it sat on my driveway, and I just look at it and go. Phew. Now it's kind of appropriate that the theme at the start was disappointment, because the first time I drove this car inside and out, I was disappointed. But I am now pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
Like.
That
I was
interests
not
me.
Looking forward to this car.
Oh yes, I knew that. Yeah, you
one
weren't.
little bit.
I must admit, this is the first diesel I've been in where I noticed the lag. I've always been pleasantly surprised with the turbo diesel because you don't
this is
notice
an older
it.
Engine, so
yeah, so this had some lag and it took some getting used to. But we've had this car a week each.
Yes.
By the end, I hardly notice it.
Like the interior is really good. There's some better material. I mean, there's some hard plastics and it's got CarPlay.
Yeah. So for me, this car really comes into the fore with the features that it has. So. CarPlay, digital radio, it has
electric tailgate,
sunroof, great safety, the cameras on this. So I feel that you get a lot of value for money in this car.
Yeah. And so I've had this festival of big SUVs the last couple of years.
You have.
So I've had Kluger's a Go-Go, a Pathfinder, Captivas.
Yep.
And the poor old Captiva, it's old. And what's interesting is the cheaper they are, and this is on the cheaper end, the more useful stuff they have, like CarPlay, like the cameras. Like a $70,000 Kluger is the only one of them that has things like AEB and Active Cruise, whereas this has it from mid-40s, which is really good.
Sorry, just breaking transmission. It has a place to put the key. It's not hard, guys. Just make a hole for the key.
And put it there. Yes, that is very handy.
As I said before, you get good value for money.
Very good value for money. Compared to, I mean, the Captiva is significantly cheaper, but it feels it. It really feels it.
Yeah, this doesn't feel...
it doesn't feel cheap at all.
No, but can we talk about...
I love that. Now, this is one of the reasons this car doesn't feel cheap. These are aluminium paddles, shift panels. This
is my theory on why these shift panels are here. Okay, so this is a family car.
Yes.
We've established that. It's a 7-seat, it's a diesel. You take the kids to soccer.
Yes. This
is for when you want to pretend.
Oh, absolutely.
That you're like, so I feel like this is just like a little bit of a, I don't know, like a midlife crisis feature when Dad he's got like 5 minutes in the car by himself and he pretends that this beautiful red
is an AMG Mercedes.
Absolutely, and you know what?
But it's got better pedals.
Well, this has got better pedals than the AM. Well,
it's got better pedals than an Audi R8.
But again, if you have one of these cars and have used these pedals,
now
comment below.
So tell us in the comments what you think of them. It's a surprise hit, I think, is what we're going for here.
A surprise hit, yeah. I was pleasantly, but I didn't have the prejudices against it that you did. My mind and heart are open, as opposed to you and your cold dead heart.
Like pretty much everything else in this car, pleasant surprise. Steering's good. There's a small wheel. They haven't gone for this, it's a big car, let's put a massive steering wheel on it. So I will say I didn't love the diesel lag at the beginning. It is laggy. Yep. And so... comparatively speaking. Because, we've had other diesels where you wouldn't know. As diesels go at this price point, It's not bad. It's a bit clattery when it's cold. You can't do a big airport run with 7 people unless they're all just here for the day.
No. We did an airport run and we fitted in through 2 suitcases, a drum kit, it's a long story, and a backpack.
But like it doesn't feel like as big as a 7-seat because we've had a couple of 7-seaters.
Yeah.
We've had the
Yes.
Kia Sorento and the Q7, and they are a CX-9. They are big units.
Yes.
And it's really only beaten by things like the CX-5, which is kind of the king of the segment, but it doesn't have 7 seats. And that's the thing about this car.
Yeah.
You're getting more for your money than you do in the competitors,
Yes.
even though it may not be as polished or this or that. You know,
My family and I were talking about it, and this is a good. You get caught, you've got to take an extra kid back from soccer.
Yep.
Like it gives you options.
Yep. So my wife is a fan of this car, which
Right.
kind of surprised me.
And me.
Yeah. She just said, "Oh, look, you don't." It's kind of what I said about the ASX. You kind of don't worry about it because it just seems really quite tough and durable.
Yeah.
And
There's nothing overly offensive about it. Like, you know.
you don't get it. You don't go, "Oh, I've got to get into that car."
No.
You don't feel like that. And there are some cars
I feel like
that we
that
drive.
happens to you a lot.
No, it actually doesn't.
I'm grateful for every car I get.
No, well, you see, it's
No.
interesting. There are very few genuinely bad cars. And one thing I will say is the active cruise is quite good because some active cruisers kind of, you're coming up towards the car and then it suddenly
Yes, it doesn't do
whacks
that.
the brakes on. It actually rolls onto the brake really gently, and you know, there's a lot of. The only thing about it is, all the warning beeps are exactly the same.
Yeah. And
It does drive me a bit nuts, and there's a lot of them.
The beeping is annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot of beeping in this car.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I love a heated seat, particularly.
Yeah, I feel like I've wet myself when I sit on them.
No, that's when have you ever had a CAT scan and they tell you, they give you the injection and they're like, okay, it's gonna feel like you're wetting yourself, but you're not, and you're like, oh no. Yeah, it's got a forward drive button.
It does, and it does other things. I don't think it has a diff lock, so don't get too excited, all-wheel drivers.
There goes my excitement. No diff lock.
Yeah.
Shame.
Oh,
But it could pull a caravan though, couldn't it?
Oh, with all this talk, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the Mitsubishi Outlander Exceed ID for diesel.
Diesel.
What did you think?
I liked it. It's a nice car. You know, it's good value for money. I like the CarPlay.
Safety.
Safety, like in abundance. 7 seats. It's great. I give it a solid 3.5.
I'm the same, 3.5 for basically exactly the same reasons.
We agree.
Hooray!
It's a match. I would give it 5 if it had Sam Hewitt in the back. In fact, I'd give it like 10 out of a million.
She's embarrassing herself now.
Million out of 10.